from them, and we're not. So
let me zoom in on that picture.
Love you guys. Bye. I'm in the mood to make the internet mad at me today. Hi, I'm Catherine. I'm child-free on purpose, not by choice, on purpose. I talk to my therapist about this regularly because it's really hard to make friends as an adult, and it's especially hard to make new friends as an adult as a woman who doesn't want children, because I am such an anomaly in most circles that I'm a part of. And I find that really fascinating. To me, I don't really care if you have children. It's not necessarily like a disqualifier to me for friendship, but what is hard to overcome is the reason why I don't want children being a barrier to genuine friendship, in my opinion. I don't want children because I have observationally seen two women in my life, in my sphere, in my circle, who seem genuinely, at least from the outside, observationally, genuinely fulfilled in their role as mom. I'm not saying that all the rest of them don't love their kids. I'm not saying that they don't have fun with their kids sometimes. I am saying genuine fulfillment in their role as mom. Sure, they get tired, whatever, but on the whole, they seem fulfilled. For that reason, I don't think that fulfillment in that role is a realistic potential outcome in making that decision, because I have observed. So, in saying that I don't want that, if there are any follow-up questions, I either cannot answer them because they are offensive, because you can't just be like, your life looks like it sucks to me, because that's rude, I guess. People can just be like, but why don't you want my life? That's not considered rude, sure. But also, from the making of friends perspective, it's really difficult to have a life that feels fulfilling, that feels like you are serving yourself. My baby is my book. I am an aspiring author. I'm writing this book, and it is something that I'm pouring my heart and soul into. I love my relationship with my husband. It revolves around the two of us, and the two of us bettering ourselves and setting goals and fulfilling those goals. And all
I try so hard to make it not seem so stiff.
A third or fourth or fifth person in our dynamic. So I just get to invest in my partner. It's really hard to find like common ground with people who maybe don't feel fulfilled in their role, because there's just an inherent part of becoming a mom that is servitude. You have a being that depends on you, so servitude is just part of that. And it's a barrier. The barrier is friction. And I think often, as a child-free person, I act as a bit of a mirror to people who maybe didn't realize that fulfillment would not be there, or maybe have regrets, or maybe miss who they were before. And it's really hard. It's super hard to make friends in that way. Now, again, I'm not saying that children is like a barrier to being a friend. I'm just saying, like, it's really hard to kind of overcome those differences in lifestyle and things like that. And I think
I try so hard not to make like
the tisms on my side a little bit, and I'm rude when I answer these questions, or if I do answer these questions. And then I think maybe there's a bit of jealousy on the other side when I posture that I have no interest in that lifestyle. That was a long answer, but the core of it is I think I'm a mirror, and it's really hard to overcome.
Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this down in the comment section. Why do you think that some mothers, not all, some mothers are triggered by child-free women? I've done a couple of videos here before where mothers were like, oh, child-free women are selfish. Why would you say you don't want a child? Child is the best thing that can ever happen to you. I've done a couple of videos of that. So let me know why you feel like some mothers are triggered by women that choose to go child-free by choice. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this conversation. I love to know your thoughts, but please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead and share your thoughts. So for me personally, like, I have some words to say
I gotta
about
do
this,
more
but for
anatomy
me personally,
practice.
I feel like
It always looks so
a whole lot
stiff
of
no matter what I
them
try.
still don't get it. They still don't know. Like if you ask most people that have children, which I have done that a couple of them, and I asked them like, okay, so now that you have the children, the purpose that you thought you were having the children, what was the purpose, and are you achieving those purpose? And a lot of people I have in my life that have children, from my sisters, my friends, they always find a way to, like, oh, I want to let go of this, like, I want to drop the child. Not that they don't love their kids, they love their kids, but they're looking for who's going to help them, like the other woman said, a village to help them raise the child. But those are the things that, as a woman, you are not thinking before you choose to procreate and have a child. Those are the things that you're not thinking about, how you're going to be the one to do 150% of the work of raising the child and all that. So now that the reality has hit, and some of them are like, you know what? So I feel like personally, one of the reasons why I feel like some mothers are still triggered is because they are still in the illusion of pregnancy or having a child is the only thing, the only achievement a woman can have. I feel like they've not gone to that place where they've searched for themselves, they've healed their trauma, they started unlearning some of the things society has taught them. So they usually feel like if you're not doing it, then what other purpose you have in life if you don't have a child? So I feel like that's one of the reasons. Like some of them genuinely believe that you should have kids, like because they have kids and because society expects you to have kids. And I feel like those are women that have not started asking the question, why do I have kids? Why should I even raise a kid? Am I a good mother? Can I afford it? Am I ready for the mental and physical and spiritual stress that comes with it? A lot of women get into having kids without really knowing what it entails and everything that comes with having kids. And that brings me to my number 2 reason why I feel like some mothers are triggered by child-free women is the fact that some misery love company, like the other sister said, misery love company. Some of them, they feel like they've done it, then you should do it too. Like if I can do it, if I can pull through it, then you should do it. I remember when I was telling my mom that I'm going child-free, like I don't want kids. And you know, in an African household, that's a no-no, especially for my first daughter, like it's a no-no. Like, while I fight for day, like, you have to have kids. Like, I was going. But when I asked her, she was like, oh, why? We're having a conversation. She was like, oh, but why? And I was like, you gave birth to 6 children. What did you do? What was the greatest achievement for it? And she was like, at least you are taking care of me. Now you are looking after me. I have you people. And I was like, you see, that's the selfish reason, because you have us for your own reason. Having that amazing conversation with my mom, and I said, like, so you want me to be in the same cycle with you where there's no guarantee, because I am in no contact with my father, and if he chooses to, and I told her, like, if he chooses to have kids like me just so that he always has somebody, now I'm in no contact with you, so that part of where you are glad that you have kids is gone. So there's no guarantee that you're going to have that. And she was like, and I like, one of the most selfless things anybody can do, and talk about the money, the stress, every other thing that comes with having kids. These are the things that a lot of people are not ready to have a conversation. A lot of women are not ready to have that honest conversation. Like, you know what, do I really want kids, and how does having a kid serve me, and how does a kid does it make my life easier? Does it make my life better? Are you trying to prove to the world that you can have kids? Like, why? So I feel like a lot of women, they do it out of misery love company, so they lure you. Even a lot of African mothers lure their children to have kids.
I have to draw his face soon so I can get to actually look like the character.
Do those things. Getting married, being pregnant, having kids. There's this thing they do here in Nigeria. When you're pregnant and you're asking them like questions about pregnancy, what it entails and all that. A lot of the time they always tell you that don't worry, you will experience it, it's not that bad. Until you now experience them, you're like, and when the next generation comes, you tell them, don't worry, it's okay, if I can do it, you can do it. So I feel like it's just misery love company, and they're just, some of them genuinely believe that's the only purpose you can do and you can fulfill as a woman. But I feel like a lot of child-free people, a lot of women, like the other sister said, that women that have always, including men too, that have asked themselves, that they've healed their trauma, they've unlearned a lot of the things that society has implanted in us, especially as kids, as young women, and now they are living their truth. They are living life unapologetically They don't care what people think about them, because a lot of the time, especially in my culture, a lot of people have children because of how society perceives them. And elder sisters, moms, aunties want you because they care so much about how society is going to see you. And secondly, mystery love company. Anyway, guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about these amazing conversations down in the comment section, but please keep it respectful. You're on the channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way, so feel free to share your thoughts. Okay, with that was it, go on and share the
Coco Cabana, but not the Lola.
25 years of Broadway razzle-dazzle. The Associated Press calls Chicago the most entertaining musical of the decade.
My sister went to see Chicago. She said it wasn't good.
Paint the town again with Chicago the Musical.
Coming to Hampshire Auditorium. Tickets at hampshire.uiowa.edu.
Vampires, get over here and scratch me. You won't do it. I dare you. No one can. I'm unscratchable, baby.
Oh God, I hope you get scratched. I hope so too. I hope they scratch your nipples clean off your chest. Here we go.
Where does this go? This tunnel?
I have no idea. Well, this is not my favorite place.
That goes all the way down that way, and that goes that way.
All right.
What's at the end?
I don't know. We're gonna find out though.
Little wet.
Whoa, check this out.
Yeah.
It's gross down here.
Look at this. This is spooky.
Can you open it?
Locked. It's locked.
Oh shucks. I would have went.
It's a nice little theater. Oh,
I was trying to look in there too. Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
yeah, that's right. So I guess the prisoners would sit in here and watch, Betty Boop or something.
Yeah,
Hey, who wants to scratch us? It's all you can scratch buffet, and come on down here and you can scratch our backs. Maybe we'll scratch yours.
Scratch the blueprint of this prison on his belly.
Do it. Make me look like that guy in Prison Break.
It's the only adjective he has, the unscratchable. You could take it from him right now.
Go on, give me a scratch.
This actually looks kind of good now that I think about it. I was kind of bitching about it earlier, but this looks great.
Hey, there we go. Hey, that's dark, huh?
There's still some things I could work on in every way,
I don't
but
want to
you know,
traverse the tunnel in the dark.
it's just how it's gonna always be.
Or we could turn on my little laser grid.
You got a laser grid? Whoa! It looks like the holodeck.
The laser grid is used to help visualize anomalies or movement in a room. It works by projecting a grid of laser dots, which can help identify any visual disturbances or movement.
Dude, I haven't played this fucking game. I was obsessed with this
This is
guy.
a cool device. It is cool, right? It's like a waffle. It's like you can just project a waffle. Whoa!
I'll hit up the people who sold us that tech and say, hey, you should put this in your reviews or maybe on the brochure. It's like a waffle.
It's just like a waffle.
This is going to help identify if something is moving in the dark, as you can see. All right, if there's anybody down here in this tunnel with us, walk towards my voice.
Coco Cabana. And then she lost her mind. Coco Cabana.
Let's take a look here in the theater.
Oh, like I'm the popcorn guy? Hey, you want some popcorn?
Yes, that's perfect. What the fuck was that?
Is that you?
Is that the pipes? That was the pipes.
But why did it tap like that?
I think I accidentally leaned against it.
Upon further review, it's unclear if it was the pipes, as Shane makes no contact with the pipes to induce such a sound. Was it because you wanted some popcorn? Tap on the pipes if you want some popcorn. Just come towards me. We got the grid out.
Stop dilly-dallying!
We got the
How do I spell his name?
Don't get it!
Yep, there it is. Heisenberg.
If they're not responding to Shrek, then we got fucking
We're
nothing.
not dealing with anybody of culture here. Later in the night, our audio recorder left in this hallway picks up what sounds like a footstep. And we also picked up these two violent banging noises. And finally, we picked up this truly disturbing yell that echoed down the hall. The underground tunnels have direct access to our next location. From the black box to the hole to seclusion cells, solitary confinement at the prison has had a whole host of unpleasant nicknames for good reason. With unsafe and inhumane conditions, nearly as many people died during their time in the cells as they did at the gallows. On Halloween 1966, one prisoner allegedly cooked to death in the hot cell after only being locked in for 8 hours. It's tough to die on Halloween. My favorite holiday, I'd be pissed.
But wouldn't that be a good time? Because it's sort of, if you believed in this sort of thing, you'd have like a welcoming party because the veil is thin. The veil is thin.
It would depend on when, because I love Halloween, so if I died like moments before Halloween festivities, I'd be pissed. It's like that close to having one more.
The one plus side that I can think of is that it would be kind of fun to die, like the last thing you hear is the monster mash. Because I love that song.
So you're talking like mid-party then?
Yeah. Whatever happened to the Transylvania Tour?
Alright, I'm done. It's been 16 fucking minutes.
Visitors claim that